Alright, so how do we do masking in Adobe Animate? Here's a quick way of how to do a mask, create a mask in Adobe Animate. Let's check it out. So I've got a simple background here, an image I downloaded off of like pexels.com, and I've created a layer called text. And that text layer, for the sake of this, I've got technology. And what I want to do is I want technology to start from behind this screen of this laptop, and then it's going to animate out and reveal itself on top of the screen. So it's going to come from behind and then kind of land in front of the screen. Well, how do I do that? Well, this is my starting or my ending point. This is where I want it to end. So I'm going to go ahead and place a marker here. So I'm going to hit place a keyframe there. So there's my keyframe there. And then here, also there. And say about halfway out, right about there, let's go ahead and move it like so. There we go. So now if I take this text and I create a classic tween, I should have like so. But I want it to be hidden behind that monitor. So here's my background. What I'm going to do is duplicate this background. I'm going to say, just right click on it and say duplicate layer. And I'm going to bring this layer up at the top. Now I'm going to go ahead and create another layer. Okay, and I'm going to call this one mask, M-A-S-K, mask. And I'm going to grab my pen tool. There we go, pen tool. And on my mask layer, I'm going to draw my mask. So I'm going to say, hey, I want to use just this screen here. This is all I'm worried about. Like so. Grab my selection tool, double click that mask, come over here, and you know what? I'm going to grab my paint bucket, fill it, stroke. I don't need the stroke, but just to be safe, I'm going to get rid of the stroke altogether. So there is that. Well, how do I create the mask? Well, that's real easy. Select your mask layer here, right click on it, and say mask. So select your layer, right click, and say mask. Now it went away. You can see that now that background layer that I had duplicated and moved to the front, that is now indented under the mask. And if I play this, oh, well, it goes, now it's stuck behind it. Well, now what do I do? Well, I know at this point right here in time, I can get rid of that top layer, that mask. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this layer here. I'm going to grab these two frames, right click, clear frames, boom. Now you can see it's in front. And play that back, just like that. It starts from behind and ends in front of the screen. And that's how to create a very quick mask in Adobe Animate. I hope this helps in your project. I'll see you in class.